In this second tutorial within 2D design, we're going to be drawing up the clip that will attach to our lampshade holder fixing. Okay. What we need to do first of all is change the grid spacing. So go to the top right hand corner, right click the grid and change it to 0.5. That's 0.5 millimeters. Okay, and the dots of course will disappear. So you'll need to zoom in so you'll be able to see those dots again. Okay. Click and hold down on the line tool, select the second one in, draw a series of connected lines, and I'd like you to draw a rectangle that is 15 millimeters by 5 millimeters. Okay, so make that initial click, and then you can use the arrows on your keyboard and looking at the bottom of your screen to check the distance. Okay. Also, what I haven't done is activate the grid lock, so wherever I draw it will be on one of those dots. Okay, and there's 15. Okay, press enter on my keypad. Okay, and then I can come down by 5 millimeters. Okay, just quickly finish off that rectangle, and then press escape on your keypad to finish off that line. Okay. Now, next step is to locate where that center point is on that bottom line. Okay, I tend to just click on the line and then place my finger gently on the screen to locate that point. Go to the line tool and click where my finger was previously. Okay. I'd like you then to come up by 1 millimeter, press enter, okay, and then escape to finish that line. And I'd like you to draw 2 circles that have their center located on the end of that line. So click and hold down the circle tool, click on the second one in, draw a circle with a given center and radius. Okay. Type in the radius to be 1.22, click OK, and click the center, the end of that line. Okay. Go back to the select tool, back to the radius tool, and change that radius from 1.22 to 2.92. Press OK and click in exactly the same place as before. Press escape on your keypad to finish that off. Okay. Next up, I would like you to draw a line that is 2.5 millimeters above this baseline here. Okay, but instead of actually drawing the line, we can just use the contour tool. So click and hold down on the contour tool, select the third one in, draw a contour parallel to a line, arc or circle or curve. Okay, and type in the distance to be 2.5 millimeters. Okay. Click just above that horizontal line, that is just above. If you're too close to the circle, then it will contour that circle rather than the line that you want to. Okay, and there we have it. Okay, back to the select tool, and we can just trim the top of the circle there using the delete tool. So click and hold down on the delete tool, click the second one in, which is delete part of an object, and we can delete that top part of the circle and remove that horizontal line because that's no longer required. Okay. Back to the line tool, several steps in this tutorial. Okay. The bottom of that vertical line, okay, I'd like you to come down by 5.5 millimeters, okay, and offset that line using the contour tool. Okay. 0.5 millimeters either side. So click just to the right hand side, just to the left hand side, okay, and that's the center of our clip. Back to the line tool. Okay. Click the end of that vertical line, that right hand line there, okay, and come across by 1.5 millimeters. Press enter. Okay. Then come down, but don't click this time. Come down by 2.5 millimeters, but then across by 1. Okay, I'll just show you that again. Okay, so we're coming along by 2.5 millimeters. Okay, don't click, and then with your the arrows on your keypad, you come across by 0.5 millimeter, and then 1 millimeter. Press enter. Come back across by 1 millimeter, and then come just past that outer circle. Press enter and escape. Okay. we can then trim that line there and here, okay, except we don't need that anymore, okay, and then we do exactly the same on the left hand side. So starting that bottom part of that vertical line on the left there, click, come across by 1.5 millimeters, press enter, come up by 2.5, don't click, come across by 1, press enter, come back, and then join up to your, just past your outer circle, press escape and delete that excess there, here, here and here. Okay. Zoom in, okay, and focus on the middle part of your clip. We have some overlapping lines we just need to delete. Okay. Very carefully, you may need to zoom in slightly further if need be. Okay. And delete the lines that I have deleted, like so, until you have that shape. Just double check that you've taken out those unnecessary lines. The final couple of steps is to round off the corners, the top 2 corners, okay, and then change the color. So let's round off the corners first using the arc tool. Click and hold down on the arc tool, select the final one along, which is draw a filleted arc between 2 lines. And I'd like you to type in 2 millimeters, okay. Click the 2 lines that you want to round off, and there you have it. Okay. Go back to the select tool, select the entire drawing, change the line to fine, which it already is, and the color to red because we want it to laser cut all of this out. And that is your clip. Now you'll need several of these clips, so in order to produce several, there's no point in drawing out them one by one. Okay, you can simply select one, hold down Control and G on your keypad. Okay, that groups all of these lines together, okay, rather than them being sort of individual separate lines that seem to move when you copy and paste your object. Okay, and then you can very easily select your drawing, Control C on your keypad, Control V will paste. It will paste it on top at a slight angle or just to one side, and you can paste them next to one another. Okay, you can make a multiple selection of the 2, Control C, Control V on your keypad, and move them so they are directly next to one another. Okay. Now, often in design and technology and in the design world in general, in order to run a successful design business, it's all about efficiency. How efficient can you work? How efficient are you at using your time and the materials that you're working with? Okay. And you'll notice on this drawing there is quite a bit of wasted space in between each clip. Okay, so it might be worth selecting 2 of your clips, draw, transform, rotate, and rotate those by 180 degrees. Okay, click that center point and you'll be able to flip them over, and you'll be able to sort of slightly interlock the 2, make sure they're not quite touching. But we've saved an awful lot of that wasted space. Okay, and this form of organisation here is called tessellation. You may have covered this in maths. Okay, copy and paste the required number of clips and arrange them on a page that is suitable for the laser cutter. I generally put my my laser cut part in the top right hand corner of a page that has the dimensions of 900 by 600 millimeters. Okay, and that's it. Save your work.